They called her hot but dumb. That's how people described Emily. She worked at a small coffee shop just off Main Street. A 26-year-old with long blonde hair, a bright smile, and the kind of figure that made heads turn, though for all the wrong reasons. People whispered when she passed. They laughed when she fumbled with the cash register. And when she offered a kind "have a nice day," they rolled their eyes. To most, she was just another pretty face with nothing going on upstairs. But no one asked why she worked 2 shifts a day. No one cared that she'd given up a full ride to art school to care for her mother with early onset Alzheimer's. And certainly, no one knew she read classic literature on her lunch breaks and dreamed of opening a therapy center for women in crisis. It was a rainy Tuesday when Daniel walked in, single father, mid-30s, kind eyes, his 6-year-old daughter Lily clutching his hand. He ordered a black coffee and a hot chocolate. Emily greeted them with her usual warmth, but her smile lingered a little longer at the girl's shy wave. They sat in the corner, the father helping Lily with homework. Emily returned to her tasks, but her ears caught bits of the girl's frustration over math. Quietly, she walked over during a lull. "Sorry to interrupt. I'm actually decent at multiplication. Mind if I help?" she offered, kneeling beside Lily. To Daniel's surprise, within minutes, Lily was giggling and solving equations like a pro. From then on, Daniel and Lily came in every Tuesday. They chatted with Emily. Sometimes she'd sit with Lily while Daniel took work calls. One day, Daniel brought a book, To Kill a Mockingbird. Emily's eyes lit up.
"You're
"Reading this with her?" she asked. "Trying to." "She's not quite there yet," he laughed. "I love that book," she whispered. "Most people don't know, but Harper Lee originally intended," and she paused. "Never mind." Daniel leaned in. "No, go on," and she did. For 10 minutes, Emily spoke with elegance, insight, and passion. Not the way someone dumb would speak, but like a woman full of soul and substance. Daniel was stunned, but he wasn't the only one listening. A table of 3 young women, nearby regulars, were snickering. One said, just loud enough, "Wow, Barbie reads books now." The others laughed. Emily's voice faltered. Her smile faded. She looked down, visibly hurt, but said nothing. Just turned and walked back behind the counter. Daniel stood up, walked over to the 3 girls, and smiled politely. "Hey, quick question," he said. They looked up, surprised. "Do you always make fun of people who are kinder, more generous, and more intelligent than you?" Silence. "Because I've been bringing my daughter here every week, and that Barbie you just insulted has more class and compassion than I've seen in years." The girls shrunk back, unsure how to respond. Daniel wasn't finished. "She works 60 hours a week? She teaches my daughter math while managing this place. She treats everyone with respect, including people who clearly don't deserve it." He gestured toward Emily. "She doesn't need defending. But I figured someone should speak up." He turned and walked back to his daughter. The entire cafe was quiet. When Emily brought over his receipt, she barely looked up. "Thanks," she mumbled. But Daniel reached out and gently placed a folded napkin in her hand. "Open it later," he smiled. After her shift, she finally unfolded it. Inside was a note. "Don't let the small minds define you. You're brilliant." And Lily thinks. "You're her favorite teacher." "So do I," underneath. His number. If she ever wanted to tutor Lily or talk. Emily cried that night, but not from sadness. Emily now worked only part-time at the cafe. The rest of her time, tutoring kids, helping single parents like Daniel find free educational resources, building the foundation of that therapy center she always dreamed of. And she and Daniel? Well, love grows quietly when rooted in respect. One Tuesday, a new customer walked in and asked the manager, "Is that the girl people used to call?" The manager interrupted with a smile. "That's Emily. She's one of the smartest women I know. And no one ever called her hot but dumb again." You never know what someone's carrying behind their smile. Never know the battles they've fought or the kindness they've given in silence. Sometimes all it takes is one person to say, "I see you and you're so much more than what they say." And that can change everything. "Do you like this personality?" asked ChatGPT.